Calling all hooligans. I'm talking about cypher buns, the road jumpers, hair raisers, bunners, playboys, mutants, and the punk bunnies. Let's get it. Flash, Lego.
Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it. Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it.
You already know I'm with them hooligans. Running through the city with my chest out. When I have not swung a little bit, they harass us, the rest us, tired of being left out. I done been through it all, never gave up. I'ma do it all alone, who gon' save us? Trying to get it to the point they respect us, no more enslaved, we coming for the extras. Me and my squad tired of the losing. Formulating plans, I've been out here recruiting. See them all talking, ain't nobody moving. Everybody wanna live, ain't nobody shooting. Road jumpers, hair raisers, punk bunnies, they dangerous. When I die, I'll go a martyr, we're famous. I already know what the aim is. Comfortable, carefree with the angels. We didn't take their best shot, we know what pain is. Michelangelo couldn't even paint this. My pain, this all I've gave. My heart, are you not entertained when we've came this far?
Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it. Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it. Or stay out the way for the movement. Kerry King squad up, no capping. We out here, what's happening? Got factions, by the masses. When I test RG, we AK deep in the street with a fleet. Made a cityscape, drop to his knee, but believe that's what you call anarchy. On the rise, strategize every move when we ride. Don't care what fact you from or how much dirt you done. We on the takeover, so pick a side. Ain't no more lines across, we knock boundaries off. We war ready, we out, so we need all the smoke. Same master bunners, got the cyber bunches with the game. Suck up boss, we dismantle SLA parts on the low. Playboy hustle ain't nothing, it's just a give and a go. Silly fluff for shit up for kids, I thought y'all people should know. Hooligan, we hit if I let the mutants explode. Yeah. Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it. Mount up, think straight, get home, be safe. My team, we don't play them L-Rays or we ain't. You already know we some hooligans. What am I to be but a hooligan? Catch me in the street with them hooligans. Say you down for the couch, gotta prove it.
Dude. Nobody's got a better anthem than MPH. I just heard that crypto jamming. Come one, come all. Been a couple of weeks since we last spoke, actually. Feels like a few years in this space, but you know, we're taking things to the next level. And today we're going to enter the fifth dimension. Or is it the fourth dimension? I think fourth dimension is when you got smell. So this is definitely the fifth dimension. I mean, I'm sure I smell, but otherwise. So it's constantly in the fourth dimension. But I don't know, but, you know, we're somewhere right now in the future where the physical and digital will intersect. But before we crack on, smash the like button on YouTube, you know, retweet, share, do all that good stuff you all normally do. And let everybody know we're in the house. And we're going to pull off another first in this space. Today, many spaces actually. The grind does not stop. We're working, baby. How's everyone's Thanksgiving? I hope everybody's Thanksgiving went well. I'm sure you all told your families to buy hooligans. Well, we'll do our absolute hardest to make you all proud. And before us, we have a proud table of individuals from the team. How we doing, people? It looks like we're also in a new setting right now. What's happening?
Yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, you guys may have noticed that we're in a brand new setting today. We're no longer in our mother's basement. We've moved out of the basement into the dungeon of the AMGI studios here. We're going to have a lot of exciting things to show you today, but just to kick this off, this is Carrot Top, Colin Brady.
We're in Mother's Dungeon. What up, guys? This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. West, what's up?
Pretty nice dungeon, boys.
No, we had a dungeon, right? Yeah. This is Bundledore.
All right, cool, good stuff. And I hear we've got a special guest today too. We got Colin.
Yeah. So today this is really exciting because we have one of the most famous cartoon mascots with us, the most famous mascot since the Kool-Aid Man, since the Pillsbury Doughboy, since Frankenberry, Mr. Peanut, or Tony Danza. So today we're going to bring out our bestest friend, Hooli.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here, folks.
Wow, this is really exciting, guys. This is the first. This is very, very exciting. Hooli, it's really great to see you. It's a real honor to have you here with us.
Hey.
And but how did this happen? How did you get here?
Oh, well, I was hanging out with the Bunners in the rabbit hole one day, and I don't know what we were doing, but somehow I ended up here. So I guess a lot of drugs were involved.
All right. Well, I'm having a hard time believing you're really, really here. So, like, I just think this might just be some camera trickery. Let me first just reach out and just touch this to see if that's actually.
Hey, have you heard of Me Too? Come on, you gotta ask permission first.
Okay,
Jeez,
wow.
What's this guy doing?
Surprisingly rough, but yet damp at the same time. So anyway, at this point, let's just see some 3D view of you to make sure that you're really here with us.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Look, see? Hello? Out there in internet land?
In the flesh, in the rabbity flesh, right here with us.
Oh, you're a fleshy substance. Jeez.
Fleshy rabbit.
All right, guys. I think there's a bit of echo going on. It's probably when we've got all these mics on at the same time. So I will go on mute as and when I'm not talking to kind of help with that. But here we go. We got a special guest live in the flesh. No, this isn't green screen. This ain't no fancy camera tricks. This is real right now. Anybody ever got anything to say about MPH or Faders? Go and ask their project to do this. Let's see what they can do. But today we're going to cover game updates, what's next for the Zuck bots, some of the cool stuff happening with Emmy, and a live Q&A with Huli. I hope the echo is fixed. Let us know in the comments. But it is apparently. So, how are we feeling, people? You had a bit of time off for Thanksgiving, but we're back bigger and more pumped than ever. The muscles are looking bigger as well, Colin. So must have been working out.
All that rest is paid off. Yeah, no, I had a full house. I wish the Carrot Gang was there with me, with all of my numerous children and large extended family. So, but no, it's really, really good to be back. I tell you guys, we've all hit the jackpot by meeting with each other, whether in real life or virtually. We've had some of the Carrot Gang visit us yesterday. Things are just going so well. I know we're in this crazy market right now, but for us, things are going better than ever. We have so much stuff going on, and I don't even know where to begin.
Okay, well, we'll definitely begin somewhere. But before we begin, let's just prove this isn't no fancy camera trickery. This is real, live, in the flesh, Huli, in real time. No green screen, no fancy trickery.
Let's go in for the close-up. Yeah, how close can we get to that Huli? I mean, certain things you don't want to get too close on. But
let's see the skin. Let's see some of that fur. Sorry, Huli, we're kind of examining you right now.
I feel like I'm under a microscope right now.
How does it feel being with some humans?
Oh, it's great. I mean, this is maybe one of the only times I've gotten to be with 3 of my dads. We got 3 of them in one place together.
That's for sure true. I know you like the limelight, Huli, so we're going to come back to you at some stage. We're going to actually open up some questions for you personally today to the community. So community, get those questions ready. You can ask Huli absolutely anything you want. But we got some important stuff to cover. We got some things we know you want to know about. So let's get through them first. So today we're going to talk about, game updates. So let's go straight into that with the wizard himself, Kevin Mack. Okay, so Kevin, I know we've got our build to testing map out to the testing group. I think there's 40, 50 individuals in there, led by 6967, and we've got some great feedback to work with. So what's next? Because that's some of the footage we've been seeing, but you're now going to take the fundamental build that you've built, and architecture mechanics, and take it back into what we had before. How's this all working? Tell us about it.
It's going fantastic. The art team just got the Hooligan City moved across yesterday, so we're going to be able to, next time you guys see the game, we're going to be playing in Hooliland. We're going to be back to where we were in the version 1.1, already way better than what we have. And then there's skateboarding is getting a lot more advanced than it was before. There's all kinds of good stuff going on with that. And we're leaning into the social stuff. So the hologram stuff and the Emmy stuff, that's all being incorporated into the game right now. and it's feeling great. I mean,
Yeah,
last
good
time you guys
stuff.
saw it was a small map. Now we're going to be able to play for real in the real city.
So we're going to be going live with Team Deathmatch first, right? And are we going to start to kind of get some of those other functionalities in, the voice chat, the facial tracking, persistent profiles, all that kind of good stuff? Is that what's going to be happening in the next version?
Yes. Yep. You're going to have so you'll have the Hooli Land overworld where all kinds of stuff you can do in there. The social stuff will be in there. So voice chat, text chat, all kinds of achievements. I mean, just all the stuff that goes with creating a player account and making making a real experience.
Yeah, and some real competitive gameplay can start then, right?
Yeah. I mean, the gameplay is already fantastic feeling. It feels really good. I'm looking forward to people being able to feel it. The focus group has been fantastic with this. We're getting really, really good information back from them and working with them, and we're going to keep on getting them builds and just turning this into a game that feels as good as it looks, because I love the way it looks already. So.
Beto6967, by the way. Beto6967, thank you so much for running that group for us, buddy. We appreciate you. We love you.
Yeah, and this is why actually building with the community is so important. Like, we released version 1.1. We got the feedback in. We knew what we needed to do. We took a step back, rebuilt a ton of stuff, and now we're bringing it back full circle, bringing in all our stuff that was really kind of beautiful into the kind of new mechanics and new base that we've built that will allow us to kind of, spool off all these other features and game modes. So really exciting times ahead, and you're going to start to get those competitive gameplays. So start to hone those skills, because you're going to need them if you want to be at the top. So Lord Victor, you need to get training, pal. So, often I've been saying, what we're doing here is, essentially getting some OGs in kind of gaming development and letting them build a game they always wanted to build. Like, how much are you looking at other things or just going with pure passion in respects to everything that you've kind of learned whilst being in this space?
Carl is a connoisseur of games. He plays tons and tons and tons of games. Encyclopedic is right. He kind of brings what he loves from whatever, but we're not trying to copy anybody. And I think that's kind of important too. We're making a game that we think we're making the game that we want to play, and when we get an idea and say, hey, this would be fun, let's go and put it in, we just kind of go and do it. So I would say we take a lot of inspiration from other games, but we're not trying to be any other games because they already exist.
Carl brings a lot of humor to it. What we love about Carl is he brings humor to it, but he also keeps it really weird. So he leans back on all the whatever is weird and fun and strange, but also we're keeping it light too. I mean, we want this to be something that everybody plays. We want this to be a huge game that my kids can play, but then hardcore gamers can play as well. So I think we're striking the right balance.
And one of the things we've been covering a lot lately has been, okay, what specifics are going to set us as a game apart? How do we take inspiration, but then also make it uniquely Hooligan? And it's kind of a cool evolution, because we're constantly always working out, like, all right, what is this? What is our core hook? How do we define ourselves? And it's been a really fun journey. I'm very grateful to Carl for that too.
And how important is it to kind of keep your own identity whilst making a game and not just kind of follow what others are doing? Because it's easy to say, you've got a war zone, we want to be the next war zone, and we need our characters looking super realistic like soldiers. We're not doing that obviously, but it's taking that approach, the right approach, or you're already kind of shooting yourselves in the foot when you're doing that.
I mean, you have to know what works. I mean, you want to stand on the shoulders of giants, so you can't go and make something good if you're just ignorant of what's gone before you. But if you're just recreating a game that already exists, and you're making something nobody needs, because they can play that game, unless there's something wrong with it. World of Warcraft was able to go and pick up where EverQuest 2 face planted, and so if somebody started something really good and then screwed it up, for sure you can grab it and pick up, but really you can't be playing to the gallery. You have to be making a game that you believe in and making something that you're having fun making and playing. And I think the real rule of thumb is if you're not having fun playing your own game, then keep working on it until you are. Don't don't just kind of talk yourself into thinking you're done if you're not.
I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
Good art as well, right? It has to come from a place of genuine creativity. You have to believe that it's compelling to you as the group of artists before it's really gonna make sense.
Yeah, one of the things that really excites us, and we've said this on probably every single AMA, of course, is that we believe we're the leaders in cartoony facial animation. And we have Disney artists, Pixar artists here, DreamWorks artists, and we're really leaning into the fact that we can animate faces really well and across the platform. So for esports, for social experiences, for stand-up comedy, for karaoke, we're just doing a lot of like really high-quality facial animation, and that's about bringing Emmy into the mix. That's about bringing Hooligan into the mix, and allowing people to communicate as real people, but also making very entertaining, watchable videos for just people that aren't playing the game. We want people to watch this as you're watching, American Ninja Warrior, or you're watching America's Got Talent, or something like that, and you're just enjoying this just as pure entertainment.
And real quick, I think, did we lose sound?
Yeah, I think we've lost Huli. Huli's rugged the audio.
Oh no! How terrible! Oh, look at that! I knew it. It had to be him. No, I don't know. I mean, you guys always have technical difficulties. I mean, come on.
They can only hear me, so and we're aware there's a bit of a sound issue. Oh, they can hear you, Huli, so they can hear.
Oh.
Now we're back. So talk.
I'm so sorry they can only hear me.
Can you hear West? Yeah, it looks like we're back in business. Yeah, so that was all the alpha we had to share for this week, and that's it, people. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Still no West. All right, we're getting that fixed. In the meantime, let's talk to Huli, because you can hear me, you can hear Huli. So Huli, they're saying you're not real. What's that all about?
I know. I say that they're not real.
There you
I
go.
mean, I'm
So
more real than they are. I mean, come on.
All right. So can you prove that you're real and actually get up off your seat and dance or not?
I mean,
There you go. In typical Huli fashion, some hip thrust, yeah. All right, so Huli, let's get straight to asking Huli some questions here. Whilst they're sorting out the mic issue, I'm looking at YouTube chat right now, throwing some questions that you'd like to ask Huli. Huli, let me ask you, how did you find the heist? Like, you've got a few of your homies in the jail cell right now. When you're gonna go back in and help them or what?
Oh well, I don't want to give anything away, but I care very much for the Carrot Gang, every single member. So, I'm not going to let people just rot.
There you go. All right, fine. Well, one of the other individuals asking, how did the Digi slap feel? Remember that girl you fell in love with?
Oh, the
anime
Digi
character?
slap. Well, it felt like every other slap, which happens often and frequently. So,
I mean,
I'm used to it by now.
Do you ever recover from a slap? So have you ever been in a situation where you've been slapped and still managed to kind of pull off the win in the end?
Oh, well, like I said, I've been slapped so much that I don't even have feeling in my left cheek. So, at this point, I just roll with it. But also, Huli knows how to take no for an answer.
All right, they're asking if you've got a girlfriend. I don't know. Have you got many girlfriends?
Oh, goodness.
You're a rabbit, right?
Well, I have 78 kids, and I like to be cagey about this one. I don't like to answer definitively. Maybe.
Can you twerk, Huli?
Can I twerk?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Let's see it.
Let's no time like the present.
Okay, here we go. Does anybody have any Lizzo?
Wow, we're really hitting the bottom here.
Is that a twerk? Can we get a 1 out of 10 on that twerk, people?
All right.
Giving that a,
I don't really have a butt,
good.
so it's hard to twerk.
Great first attempt.
Very little body fat on that rabbit.
It's true. Hey, you made me. Once again, you made me.
Yes. All right, so you're getting 6 and 7 out of 10. Black Python give you 11 out of 10, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Stax did it better apparently. All right, keep the questions coming in, people.
Sure.
Whilst we start the mic. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
I think we're good on the mic, so we'll come back to Huli in a bit. Can you hear Colin now?
Yes, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? So we do have some exciting things to show you also in a little bit. We've been working hard on the mobile game.
before we go to that,
Yeah.
let's get. In fact, let's go back. Let's go straight into
Right,
that.
we
So
got some stuff. We got a
what's
bunch of
next?
footage to show.
What is next for Zuckbot? Like, we've got 3 body types out right now. We know we've got another 3 or 4 to go. We know the story's evolving. We've got a bunch of closed Zuck boxes out there. So what's next, Colin?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's been asking about what's in the box, right? And I know that's a hot topic. I guess we can say that there's not just one thing in the box. There might be multiple things in that box. So I should probably leave it there, but it's going to be very exciting. I like your speculation, and certainly as the story unfolds, we're given a lot of little hints of things that are to come. So I think that's probably all I can say about what's in the box.
So that's all you can say, Colin, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
can't
if
say
you've got
much
something
more
to say,
about what's in the box, but I know the next couple of weeks everybody might get a chance to find out. I don't know. We'll see.
Right, well, whilst we're talking about what's in the box, like I can see some pretty decent footage out there, some early developments of the Zuckbot Battle Arena. Like, that's looking amazing. Like we didn't start working on this too long ago, part of this Zuckbot drop, and it's already looking good.
Yeah,
How pleased are you with where this build's going?
Oh, this is
I'm
fantastic.
excited about getting this out as a minigame.
Yeah, no, our team's doing an amazing job, and Gabriel's been working hard on this specifically here. And now that these characters are starting to fight each other, the real exciting thing is that when we get different robots to fight different other types of robots. So we got the OGs fighting legs and the QTs fighting the OGs, and that's when things really get interesting. And so it's not just about who can beat the other guy up the most, but there's a lot of factors that come into play about how these characters can battle each other. So the sooner we can get this in your hands, the better. And then this ultimately will just be a mini game inside the rabbit hole. This will be one kind of underground fight club arena where anyone who owns a Zuckbot can get into the game, fight each other, and perhaps for parts and points and tokens and things. But that's maybe we'll get
that will come. But for now, kind of
talk more about
I've been seeing a nice little Mortal Kombat / Street Fighter type of uppercut. So I'm glad whoever's working on this game is really kind of putting in some of those old school fan favorites there, because that's what I'm all about. But this will be mobile, iOS and Android, right? And also in the rabbit hole.
Yeah. We've heard you guys loud and clear. We know we have to get this stuff out to Android. We know that's probably 90% of the market out there. We really want this to be a global brand, so we're very, very excited to work hard on this, and also and then to incorporate this with the rest of the Rabbit Hole 2.0, which we're hoping to get out to you guys very soon.
Okay, cool. So if I heard it correctly, we're going to get, because it's something that came up yesterday in Discord was, is it only just going to be OG bots? But it will be all the bot types will be in there. There'll be a lot of things you can do with customizations, building up your bot for certain specific battles, ensuring that, you're definitely going to try and get that win. There will be leaderboards, etc. But we will have all different types of bots in here.
That's right. Yeah. So right now we just have the 3 different bot types. But as we've shown you in the past, we have 7 bot types total. Those will be released at some future date in a way we're not revealing just yet. But we do want you guys to customize these bots. These bots are not only going to be customizable with weapons, but also wearables, different styles, but then also personalities. We want these things to really kind of have like a Tamagotchi-like personality that you can train over time. Not unlike Zucky, Hooli's new best friend and roommate. But we think of all of these like your own personal Zucky.
Where is Zucky, by the way, Huli?
I don't know. I'm not his keeper.
Are you, like, can you admit that you love Zucky?
No.
All right, fair enough.
No, everybody has this conception that I love him. So here's the thing, folks. You all, you saved him. He's alive because of you. So we have you to thank for it. But I would have crushed him. So.
I mean, to be fair, like you were on your own, Huli. Like, surely you need a companion.
No, I'm great on my own.
All right. Well, let's see how you fare when you've got to make a decision right now. So let's see how you fare in episode 3 and 4, whether you really need Zucky 5001 or not. Because something tells me you are going to need him.
Well, I've come to rely on him the way someone relies on a can opener.
All right. We'll come back to you in a sec, Huli. But let's just recap on some of the Zuckbot stuff. So we've still got some body types to roll out. Boxes should be opening before the festive break, from what I've heard. You're going to get more than one thing in there. I will give you one little bit of alpha. One of those things will be a really rare item in the game ecosystem. So, you might want to get that. So lucky to you, box holders. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. We've always said that the build out of the Zuckbot ecosystem is in the community's hands. Whatever you choose to do, the decisions you all make, whether it's do I open a box, what do I do with the stuff in the box, do I burn my key or not, do I claim or not, these are all going to impact the build out of the Zuckbot ecosystem. So we're not going to tell you what to do. You are completely in control of what happens next and how the story evolves. Because even if we planned a story, like, we would have never known we've got to save Zucky 5001, and now Zucky 5001 is a very, very important piece of the story and has been for a while right now. So there you go. This is constantly evolving. It is in your hands. The story is in your hands, and the build out of the ecosystem is in your hands. And whilst we've got you on the mic, Colin, I hear there's some cool stuff happening with Emmy. So what's going on there? I heard we're going to be on Zoom. What's the process?
Yeah, okay, so this is some alpha. I mean, technically right now, Emmy works on Zoom. We haven't done the official announcement yet, but you can go to the website, emmy.io, and actually download the Emmy app for Mac iOS only, so for your laptop. Connect it to your iOS Emmy app, and now you can actually be your favorite Emmy character or your favorite hooligan on Zoom. So it's kind of exciting. This is kind of also a small taste of where this stuff is going. And unlike the current Emmy app where you have 1 minute to make a video, and we have Doge on there, and we now have 5 more Doges, there may be some future customizable options coming your way. But this is just the start of something big. Every brand that we're working with, we want to incorporate onto Emmy, because we feel that this is the highest quality. We know it's the highest quality because we actually had to build the exporter to actually get it onto the iPhone. Still working on an Android version, so hang tight. We haven't forgotten about you guys. But this is absolutely the highest quality character animation on the iPhone. It's higher quality than what Apple's doing, than what Google is doing, than what Facebook is doing. And as a little extra alpha, we do have this working on the Quest. So we have this working for you VR peeps, but more than VR, it's really AR where I think the future is. So we have some beautiful demos, and I think I've even leaked some of this already online on Twitter, but we have wonderful demos of very cartoony, fun characters. I think this is what Facebook has been lacking, is the fun of these characters. I don't think the future is robots acting like you, or a facsimile of you in AR. I think the fun is being a Comic-Con character, being a Marvel character, being a Disney character, a Pixar character. I think this is where the future is. And it's not just movements of like, look, I can wiggle my arm, I can wiggle my other arm. I think it's very cartoony, larger than life motions where the character actually acts like an animated character in a Disneyland kind of setting. So we have prototypes of this working right now. I couldn't be more excited. And then talking to the team, and as they're doing their R&D in the rabbit hole, this is like one of these fun days where you're just like, the team all of a sudden gives you more than you could expect, and Bumbledore looks over at me and he says, we could actually connect Emmy and have it communicating with the Quest. I said, wait, what are you talking about? And he says, yeah, we can have facial animation, full body animation from someone talking with Emmy and have that connected to the Quest. So this is kind of where this is going. So if you guys know of any better character animation that's being done in AR out there, please let us know. I haven't seen it.
There isn't. So, Colin, how easy is it to use Emmy in Zoom? You don't need OBS or anything,
no,
right?
There's no OBS. In fact, OBS does introduce a lag. This bypasses all that, and it's a direct connection to Zoom. So it's really as simple as once you launch Zoom and you have the Emmy app running, instead of pointing to your web camera, you just see in that list your iPhone camera. You just connect to that, and basically that's it. You're just connecting to your iPhone. Your iPhone does become the camera, does become the facial capture device to use on Zoom. And what's so exciting about that is on Zoom, there's no time limit. So I think there's a whole future of people doing a class, teaching the most boring subject imaginable, but as an Emmy character. And so I think any kind of subject, fan fiction, script reading.
This description right here.
Right now, it's as exciting as this right now. But with multiple Hoolis and different characters of all kinds. I think this is very, very exciting. So in the next couple of weeks, we will have an official press release announcement about Emmy Stream, but we're telling you right now, it works, folks. So go check it out.
Right, so it works. So like, I actually want to see the community start to use Emmy Zoom, and I want to see you taking some very high level corporate meetings as a hooligan. That'd be pretty. We've definitely advanced from the cat. Remember that cat video? The guy's like, I'm not a cat. So yeah, definitely kind of want to see some footage of you making use of this functionality. And you know, once we're out on Android, it just definitely increases our footprint by about 90% of the world. So that'll be interesting as well. You know, back to this. You know, we've got Huli right now here with us. You know, this ain't to be taken lightly. This is absolutely amazing. We've got a live cartoon character with some humans, all in real time. You know, let's not brush over this. This is for real. Nobody's out here doing this stuff. And actually, whilst we've got Huli with us, let's get some more questions in for Huli. Do you want to ask him any questions, Colin?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, Huli, you know, if you could be any other animal, like we, you know, yes, we worked hard creating this crazy hooligan rabbit, but like, I don't know, have you ever fantasized about being any other animal or any other mascot?
No.
So this is it. So we made you as you were meant to be.
Yeah, I'm a hooligan. And if I wanted to be anything else, I guess it would be a rabbit.
So you were the very first hooligan. So you've had quite a year. You've had a whole year of like, it was in fact just over a year. You busted out the rest of the Carrot Gang. You've hidden them away from the evil clutches of Meta Zuckbot. You've then gone back into the Zuck Corp to rescue more Zuckbots. So this has been quite a year, and I don't know, what do you've been keeping busy? I hear there's a movie in the works. I don't know much about that.
Oh,
but
you don't? Well, then who does?
So a lot of exciting things happening.
Wait, who am I talking to right now?
Is this? I'm just hoping that all this fame is not going to your head. Is I guess what I'm getting at.
Oh no, it just slowly gets bigger and bigger, as you can see.
Along with your hands.
Along with my hands and my feet.
Very disproportional rabbit.
Hey, well, once again, this is your fault.
I'll take the heat on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we got a train coming through.
Yeah, train.
Yeah.
This really is someone's mom's basement.
It really is.
I wonder if anybody can locate us where we are. There you go. That's enough to normally in like in one of these like serial killer movies. Like listen and hear a train or an aeroplane fly past, and they can normally work out where the character is. So
That's right. Just
I'm
remember,
sure,
you're here with me.
I'm sure Meta Zuckbot's going to be hot on your trail right now, Huli.
Oh, I'm not too worried about him.
Right, fine. Okay, so listen, we're opening up to the community now. If you got any questions for Huli, questions for the team, let's keep them coming. I'm looking at the YouTube chat right now, so feed them straight into YouTube. If you're not on YouTube right now, what are you doing with your lives? Get on YouTube, feed us in some questions. We already asked Huli if you had any luck with Digigo. You got slapped. Have you had anything happened after that? Any communications?
Any follow-up? I don't know. I slid into her DMs and I'm waiting for a reply. How about that? All right.
Yeah, probably with a million other cartoon characters too.
Probably.
Dennis Jacobs keeps asking, "What's your faction?" I think you're factionless, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just like having a partner, I don't kiss and tell about factions either. That's a great question. What faction am I? It's mysterious.
You're definitely going to learn a bit more about that in the script that we've written. So you're going to learn a bit more about kind of Huli's backstory and who he is. But Dennis Jacobs would like you to be a punk. Could you be a punk? Could you see yourself as a punk?
Yeah, I could see that. Big fan of the Misfits.
There you go. Big fan of the Misfits. They want to hear a Huli Who. So you've been getting a bit of fame recently with the weekly Web3 news. And everybody really likes your tag, Huli Who. Can we hear a Huli Who?
Huli Who? Well, it is my sign-off, but sure. Huli Who! Happy to be the only credible Web3 news outlet.
There you go. There you go. And there is another Web3 piece that you developed earlier this week, right? So that's coming out soon as well.
Huli, you've been enjoying covering the FTX scandal, so there's a lot there still.
Oh, that's my favorite to talk about. I sure do love that SBF fella, while making fun of him at least.
Yeah, known hobbit.
He is a known hobbit. I think he's a golem, actually.
Some sort of Tolkien character.
Yeah, something like that.
Gollum used to be a hobbit.
That Gollum was a hobbit, that's true. Okay, so
Yeah, that's right.
this
See?
is all making sense.
You know what? There was actually a little video, a picture out about him yesterday. I've got to share it with you all. But essentially, you know what's the Bilbo Baggins, when Bilbo Baggins like tries to snatch the ring and his face goes weird and like hit these little fangs. So literally, like SBF was on an interview, I think yesterday or the day before, and he made that exact same facial expression. So we got some great content to work with. I'm excited about what we can do with that.
And who wrote The Lord of the Rings? Meta Zuckbot.
Oh, so I get it. So his ring is the Toyota Corolla, and he's got to drive it to Mordor. I lost the thread.
All right. Okay. So, Colin, this one's for you. You know, some of the individuals. There's been a bit of chatter about this cool surfing, this cool mutant lava surfing female character. What can you tell us about this character?
Well, I think it's been.
We know is it's called Crystal Bun.
I think it's been leaked by someone here that her name is Crystal Bun. I'm not going to say who leaked it. Skyhopper.
I leaked it.
So, but you know what's kind of exciting is to keep expanding this brand, and you know we do have some talent in mind for this character. We are pursuing a real-time performance of one of these characters, and what's really exciting is that I think these caricatured hooligans may be taking on a life of their own. We've had some people come by and say, "Wow, you should make this celebrity into a hooligan or that celebrity into a hooligan," and it's actually not a bad idea. So we're kind of leaning into this idea that, like a Funko Pop version of different celebrities, these hooligans can actually be many different kind of characters. What's also kind of exciting about this Crystal Bun character is that it is a chance to really focus on a female character and make her a little bit more feminine, tweaking the design a little bit, but also making the design super high quality. Clearly, she's a cipher bun, but really leaning into the tech and all the details, the same details and more that we put into the Zuckbots, we're putting into this character. We want to be able to go in for the super close up. For animation, I think it's always about the eyes, getting those eyes to have the life and the highlights and the little subtle eye darts and the lock, the fix on a certain point really gives it that life that we used to put in all the Pixar kind of films. So anyway, Crystal Bun I think has a big, bright future, and that's probably all I should say about that.
You're really passionate about. I've heard you speak a lot about kind of how you're passionate about female character design. Like, what are some of the more complexities and some of the ones that you worked on? You worked on some.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Story,
you know.
right?
So yeah, even before I had a bunch of kids, I always focused on the female characters. Even in the early Pixar days, all the Bo Peep stuff, and I actually have I think I have video footage of every single shot I've ever animated in my career somewhere in my garage. But the key is to really, really focus on the subtlety. Females are the hardest characters to get right because the slightest bump or the slightest imperfection of where the eyes are looking throws the whole thing off. So we study the classics. We study, you know, Ingrid Bergman, and we just go in deep to what are the best actresses in history, and we study what makes them beautiful, what makes them compelling, what makes us fall in love with their personalities. And so all of those tricks we figured out at Pixar, you know, through Toy Story 2, especially with Jessie and her sad story. Just every little eye dart in there is not random. It's all very meaningful, and every motion, every body language is all there purposefully.
How do you compare Huli to Jessie the Cowgirl? Colin?
Well, Hooli's the guy. I mean, Hooli's just a dude, right? Guys can be clunky and kind of rough, and so, you know, we love Huli because he's just this lovable screw up that kind of we all are at a certain level. And
You're talking about me like I'm not here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Hooli's kind of the Homer Simpson. He's the everyman of NFTs. But what's cool about the everyman is that the everyman's also capable of some big things. So I think there's you know, we don't count Huli out even with all his flaws. So I think there's a great balance. I also love seeing Huli next to, when you get Huli next to a beautiful female like a Digidaigaku or
You're revealing your fetishes too soon.
I think the contrast of these is really, really exciting. Well, it's Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit, right? These are classic tropes. You know, why does the average Joe get the good-looking girl? Who knows? But it does happen occasionally. So I don't know. There's hope for Huli yet.
There you go. Huli, how do you feel about being described as clunky?
I'm not clunky. Clunky? Come on. I'm sleek. You touched my fur. You said it was soft.
It was a little rough.
When was this, Colin? When did you?
Oh no! I leaned over. Like right now, look at this. I can get there right. He likes being scratched behind the ears, but like, Then I gotta bleach this hand. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag.
Next time, lower.
Next time, lower. All right, cool. Let's get a few more questions for Huli. We got Huli. Huli doesn't often make an appearance like this. I mean, this is the first time, so definitely kind of get some questions in there for Huli.
Yeah.
Questions
Fire
for
away.
Huli. Yeah.
Wait, come on, I'm listening. All right, Huli, can you do?
Does Huli do impressions?
Does Huli do what do you want? Probably not. What do you want me to do an impression of?
Like Carl? You do pretty mean Carl.
Carl? Nah, I have too much respect for Carl.
That's
to do an
right.
impression.
How do you do an impression of Carl?
Yeah. That's not fair.
You know, actually, you bring up a very good point. There are many different kind of personalities in the rabbit hole, many different factions, and so you know, I've heard some interest in bringing back Kablooey Rabbit. That was an old favorite. A couple of different personalities out there that I think are worth trying out. So
it's a little intense.
yeah, well, yeah, you're a little intense, Huli. Yeah.
I know. And if I'm saying it, you know it means it's intense.
Yeah.
He's intense.
Hey, Huli, do you plan on ever saving those friends of yours that got captured back at Zuck Corp? Do you have any intention of saving any of them?
You know,
I'm gonna find out in episode 3.
Yeah, you seem conflicted about it.
like
Yeah,
to be
kind of on
conflicted.
the fence. Okay, all right.
Episode 3 coming
Might be stuck there
later
for a minute.
today.
But listen, I love every member of the Carrot Gang. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
No, I do. That's real.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, well, there's some weird questions coming through here.
Yeah,
Huli,
they're always weird.
Huli, I know you got great at improv, but can you tell us any jokes they're asking?
Any jokes? I mean, knock knock.
That's a bit hard. It's a bit tough to put somebody on the spot, a digital rabbit, and ask them to tell jokes.
You
Like, what is this
knock
guy?
knocks? Do you like? I mean, what do you like?
And knock knock's fine. What about a bit of? Can you play rock paper scissors?
Oh yeah, let's see if I
Right,
can get
well,
my hand.
rock paper scissors between Huli and Colin right now. Let's do 3 rounds. Let's guess in the community. Whoever gets it right gets 20k gold each. 50,
Oh,
100k gold
wow.
each. All right, cool. Round 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hold on, I gotta shake off the. Haven't had my vodka to kill the DTs yet this morning.
Yeah,
Right, I'm
it's
gonna
all
do a
me.
countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1, go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That's a tie.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh no!
We're gonna be here for hours.
Rock, paper, scissors. No, he won.
All right, one round to Huli. So round 2. We'll just do 2 rounds. Let's go for another round.
Rock, paper, scissors. He won.
All right, Huli,
My money's on-
Huli,
my money's on a-
Huli,
on a
you lost
comeback
that,
from
Colin. What are
Colin.
you trying to do?
All right. Rock,
Which one?
paper, scissors. All right, I got that one.
Okay, here we go.
2-1.
Here we go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
There you
Shit.
go. Colin, Huli 3 for 3 there. So
Okay.
yeah, let's remember who you are. If you got it right, we'll get some K gold over to you.
That's right.
Um,
Never bet
all right,
against
cool.
the
Our
digital
good
rabbit.
first little bet for the day, and we've got a
All
race
right,
planned for
we've got
later.
time for a few more questions. So if anybody's got any questions, if not, we are gonna bring this to a close. But this has been actually amazing, and like, you know, this is not to be taken lightly. Like, you know, we have had some sound issues. We're trying to do something different because we're always trying to push ourselves and we're always trying to learn and see what we can do better. This is an absolute first for us. We never had a live together, human, digital, physical intersection, 5th dimensional piece like this. So, you know, it does take some tweaking. You know, we will make a few mistakes.
Trying a
but
new thing.
This is absolutely the next level. And how important, Colin, is kind of like VR, AR, you know, AI and the intersection between the digital world and the physical world, because this is not to be taken lightly, right? We often do so many cool things and we just like brush it off and move on to the next thing, and like, you know, other projects and other people that are doing absolutely nothing. Like, so
Yeah, no, I think it's really important.
let's take a moment to appreciate what we're doing here.
No, I do think AR is the future. I think the VR helmet technology is awesome, but I do think AR is really where it's at. I think we're going to see a revolution soon, and once we can get on these, you know, small glasses and things like that, I think it's going to be very exciting to see people that can represent themselves like Comic-Con. Comic-Con is huge in San Diego. They have another one, I think, in Salt Lake City. But the idea to have a Comic-Con wherever you live, whatever city you're in, I think it's actually very healthy, actually, to be able to pretend to be another character for a bit. You know, jump into that world a little bit, play some pretend. I think there's a healthy disassociation with your online character. I think there's a lot of problems when people are too associated with their social media personality. They start to confuse.
No, I'm alone.
See, here I am as I fall into it. But they start to confuse. Their online persona with their real life persona. I think there's a lot of healthy play that's happening here, interacting with fantasy characters. So I'm very excited about this virtual Disneyland that we're creating, and we're looking forward to whatever partners want to join us in this wonderful playground.
All right, cool. So anyway, let's wrap this one up unless there's any final questions. I don't think there is. So I've just made a bit of a mistake on my end there, but let's just summarize where we're at. So there's definitely a lot more to come. Zuckbot's box opening in the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, so before the festive season. And there will be, what I can say is there will be 2 more phases after that. We do have a few more bot types to get out, and we've also got the Z Combinator to bring on you. So keep locked into the story. The story is going to continue to develop. We should have episode 3 of the saga of the Crushed Bots out later today. Hooli news is coming out. Definitely another behind the scenes. Keep looking at those behind the scenes. One clue I will give you: there is definitely something in the last behind the scenes that you will get in these Zuck boxes. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but there is something in there. So definitely more to come on Zuckbots. Things are going beautifully well with the game. From what we heard, we should be getting a version out to you early next year, and I do hear we are intending to launch it at a very big event too, and kind of really show our confidence in what we've delivered against some real kind of big time Web 2 competitors out there as well, because we are developing for the masses. Things take time. We've got to tweak, we've got to rebuild things and bring it back, but ultimately we're delivering an experience that is not only a game experience but a whole entertainment experience that intersects the digital world and the physical world, and it's absolutely beautiful. We're doing a million things at the same time, but it's just because we're so passionate about what we're doing. Our team are massively proactive, and we want to do the absolute best we can for you all and for the space, and kind of taking things to the next level. So lots happening in the game world. Recapping, lots happening in the Emmy world as well. The Zoom integration is absolutely massive. No need for OBS, no filters or anything. Just log in, use the camera on your iPhone as the pickup camera for Zoom, and you can talk as any of the Zoom characters, any of the hooligans for any of the hooligans you own, some of the Dogepound characters as well, and there's definitely some more characters coming soon. So the journey with Emmy continues. Android obviously still in the works, so that's on its way too. So lots to look forward to. Let's look forward to before we close off the year, and it is going to be a year that we've been live for, probably mid-December as well. So we'll see what cool stuff we can do with you there too. So look forward to that, and that's a big feat in itself as well, especially in a world of kind of Web3 and NFTs where things don't last too long. Like, I know there was a lot of projects out when we dropped that are absolutely non-existent right now. So the fact that we're still here, we're still delivering for you all, and you're still with us all of the way is a massive shout out and appreciation to you all in the community. It means a massive amount to us. It means that you truly believe and trust in what we're doing. And likewise, we're out here and we don't ever want to let you down. We want to keep delivering and ensure that, we make you all proud. Ensure that when you told your family at the dining table over Thanksgiving to get a Hooligan, next year you're going to sit down and they're going to say, that was a great decision to make. Because, we really going all the way with this, and we're really going all the distance, and we're doing things like this today. We're testing ourselves. We want to push ourselves. We want to bring out the best in ourselves and the best in the technology we've got. So we're going all the way, Colin.
We are going all the way. This is a lot of fun, and Skyhopper, it's great to have you here. We missed having Dennis Hopper here today. He's a little under the weather. It's kind of curious. Both Hooli's in our world, and we lost it. We lost one of the rabbit holes, so hopefully we'll get it back.
I think Dennis Hopper is met us up, but
oh, could be. Well, you never know. You never know.
No, Huli doesn't. Huli's actually sim met. All right, go on, Huli.
Also, guys, give us some feedback if you like this format. We'll try to get the audio a little bit better. This is actually kind of exciting, though. I mean, in all honesty, it's really, really fun. I'm real proud of the crew pulling this thing off and having this goofball here with us today. So it's a lot of fun. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let us know what format you think. There's also some funny things too. I noticed that Bumbledore has been. He refers to the rabbit hole as Hooli Land. What's that all about? All right. So maybe that's a thing. So anyway, let us know if you have any kind of preference to what Hooliland is.
Because Graceland was taken.
Graceland was taken.
One final question before we close
Let's
out.
do it.
What does Meta Zuckbot look like? Huli.
Oh.
Is it a he? Is it a she?
Animal,
is it an
vegetable,
it?
or
Is
mineral?
Is it a lizard?
None of the above.
Uh-oh.
It's the worst thing you could possibly imagine.
Uh-oh.
Pretty scary. Scary stuff.
And with that final question, I think that's us for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you learned from it. Massive shout out to you all for sticking
Appreciate
with us,
you all.
being involved with what we're doing. Massive shout out to the
I don't think you're clunky, Huli.
What's that?
I don't think you're
A
clunky.
big shout out to the team. We literally had this idea last night to pull it off like this, and we've just been developing this kind of workflow. So you're seeing us develop things in real time here. So
Big time.
And we're absolutely blessed to be able
Big
to share
thanks
this
to
with
the
you.
team, and also
So,
big thanks to the game and art team who's just constantly working their asses off on
Let's
all this
go
stuff.
and
So-
continue to show off what we're doing to everybody, because ain't nobody doing this. So if anybody ever tries to fade MPH, just show them this video and say, go and do this then, please, sir. All right, thank you all. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks. Bye.